It is Friday, June 22nd, 11:47 a.m. Hopefully I have enough storage for this. Last time my storage ran out, so I'll try to make it quick. But 20 degrees outside, it feels like 20. Definitely not. It is cold outside, sweater weather. But yesterday I went to the Butterfly Conservatory with Carla. It was fun. What I was talking about with the ear thing is that I looks like it's gonna rain. Also, I'm closing all the windows. So I woke up yesterday morning with like my ear felt kind of swollen. So I was like, all right, that's a little uncomfortable, but whatever. But like after about an hour and a half, I just couldn't get over this. I was fixated on it, and like the right side of my face felt warm, and like I'd slept on it for all night, and it wasn't going away. So I was like, okay, this is really weird. I don't like this. So I ended up going to the doctor's, and I got to the doctor. It was actually not that busy. It was near the universities. And he saw me pretty quick, and this guy was kind of funny. He came in and like literally he talked like this. I was like, I don't know who you are. But then he introduced himself like really quietly, and then he talked fine the rest of the time. So I don't know what that was all about. But anyway, so I go there. He takes a look in my ear, and he's like, yeah, it's definitely swollen on that right side, and there's a lot of wax back there, so it's kind of blocked up and stuff. So I can't really see that far in, but I can see it's swollen. So I'll prescribe you some eardrops. So he gave me something called Ciprodex, which I went to the pharmacy next door and I got it, and the girl there is explaining how to use it, and she's saying to put it in your ear and whatnot. I'm like, okay, now, and I asked her, I said, do you mean like put it directly into my ear canal, or should I put it on the edge of my ear canal and let it roll in? And she said, no, put it directly into your ear canal. And I was like, okay. Haven't taken eardrops since I was a kid. My mom used to do that, so I don't know how to do this, and I stupidly didn't read the instructions, so that was my fault. But then, so I go to Carla's house, and she's doing some stuff, and I put the eardrop in, and I put it directly into my ear canal, and immediately I lose sound. I don't hear out of this. Like, even when I'm just scratching my ear slightly like this, hear nothing. And I start panicking. I'm like, oh my God, that is terrifying. And so I lied down for a bit, and I tried to get it to clear out, tried shaking my head a bit, tried to, hold both my nostrils. I have to sneeze. These allergies are killing me. Tried to hold both my nostrils and blow. It wasn't working. I wasn't getting it out. And so I spent the day, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna let it, maybe it's just like water, it's gonna get out of my ear eventually. And so I spent the rest of the day deaf in my right ear. It literally felt like I had an earplug shoved in there, and I couldn't hear anything. It was weird and very uncomfortable. It kind of hurt, like my cheekbone even here, it was like hurting. So at around 4 o'clock, we were at the park, and my hearing cleared up for a moment. And actually on the way there too, it cleared up for a moment. And then it just went back to being deaf, and I was like, okay, this is so weird. So I went to bed, and I was like, I really hope that overnight, since I'm laying down a lot, it'll it'll clear up, and I can wake up tomorrow, I'll be fine. Woke up this morning, not fine, so I immediately went back to the doctor's. It was actually an hour. I got there like maybe 9:45, and I actually got home at around 11, so it was about an hour. And so I get there, same doctor sees me, and I'm like, yo, like the chick told me the wrong instructions, and I didn't read the instructions, so I can't hear out of this ear. So he takes a look, and he's like, yep, still swollen. Looks like the wax is probably causing, there's so much wax in there, and the eardrop probably just made it expand or something like that. So, I mean, at this point, really, I can't really do much. Like I could, it looks like there's an ear infection in the ear canal itself, so I could like flush it out with water, but usually we don't do that if there's like an ear canal, because it's like it might hurt. And I was like, if I tell you I'm okay with the pain, will you do it? And he's like, yeah, I mean, if you want me to, I can. And so he did it. So he takes this giant metal syringe, right? And it's got like a metal nozzle. It's not like a needle, but it's a giant metal syringe, like, and I mean giant. And he takes a nice big warm cup of water, gets it all in there, sticks it in my ear. He's like, all right, here I go. And he puts like this plastic cup on my ear so I can catch all the water too. And he starts shooting it in there, and it didn't hurt at all. It was just very weird, because basically it sounded like it is like water just flushing into my ear, and it was like a good 20 seconds. That's how much water there was. It was so weird. Didn't hurt at all. And as soon as he took it out, the water cleared out, and I could hear again. I was like, oh my God, thank you. And he's like, yeah, so that should have cleared it up. And he showed me like the metal nozzle that went in my ear, covered in wax. It was disgusting. And he showed me the water. It was like an orange tint, and there was like little bits of earwax in there. I was like, that is disgusting. And so I want to find out an alternative to cotton swabs, because There was so much wax, and I'm not exaggerating, a lot. Like the entire the nozzle in my ear was maybe this big. All of it, like the one, so it wasn't covered all the way around. It was just one giant clump on top of it, literally the size of a quarter, high, and like it was thick. It was disgusting. So I don't want to use cotton swabs anymore, because if that's what's chilling in my ear, nasty, 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 nasty. But I can hear again. It's still a little painful. It sounds a little weird. I don't know if it's just because I haven't heard anything for a day. It's kind of readjusting, but it's feeling a little better. But it still sounds a little bit weird. But I can hear perfectly fine now. Thank goodness. I'm so happy. I went yesterday, but I was like, I don't want to go and have it like clear out by itself, so I'm not gonna go. I could have just went yesterday. I should have went yesterday. Oh well, not a big deal. Finally, I can hear. I was worried that like it was in my ear canal. I was gonna it was gonna puncture my eardrum, or like make, I don't know. I was just worried that me sleeping on it was gonna actually end up being something bad. But yeah, I was in a bad mood yesterday because I went to the doctor because I was anxious about the ear being swollen. I've had that before, but never like my face going along with it, kind of feeling that hotness. So I was anxious about that. I went to the doctor to get rid of that anxiousness, and I ended up getting anxious the rest of the day anyway because I couldn't hear out of my ear, which was so much worse than the original pain I had. So that really sucked, and hopefully that never happens again. He told me that I can, if it didn't hurt when he did that, nor does it hurt now, I can chill out on the eardrops and just not take them, see if it heals by itself. So I'm probably just gonna do that, because I'm sketched out with that stuff. So hopefully the swelling goes down by itself. My face doesn't hurt anymore, so that's good. The other thing, when I went to the doctor to grab the water bottle, I went to throw out the thing, like it was the last water bottle, so I went to throw out the casing or whatever. And when I opened the container, I felt something fall on my foot. I looked down, there was maggots, a lot of them. So I spent a good like 20 minutes like cleaning up and getting rid of all these maggots, and I got home and I did the rest of it, and there was a lot of maggots. They're all underneath the carpet, they were in the garage, there was a lot of them around the garbage, in the garbage itself. I have to sneeze, it's not coming out, oh my god, these allergies. And so, yeah, I got rid of them, I washed out a little bit, I got like a giant group of them, and I turned on the hose and I sprayed them outside. There was a lot in like these crevices, so I don't know what we have to do there, but I sprayed some like ant spray in there, so hopefully if there's any in there, they die. I'm worried there's some underneath like the wooden shelf we have that I can't get into. It's really heavy, and it's also just like flat with the ground, so I sprayed some just at the edges of that. Yeah, I just tried to get rid of as much as I can. There was like, and literally like, I uncovered the carpet that we have, the footrest, or the floor mat or whatever, bunch of maggots. So I put that outside and I wash everything, I clear everything. When I'm putting everything back, I put that mat back, and then I start wrapping up the hose. I put my car into the garage. I look at the mat and there is like 5 maggots on there already. I'm like, where did you come from? Like I literally cleaned everything there. So I'm actually gonna go check right now to see if there's any maggots that resurfaced since then. But yeah, it's just really annoying. Don't want any maggots obviously in the house or anything like that. But is there any? No, it looks like the carpet's safe this time. Let's take a quick look around. I put the garbage outside, I rinsed it out and I put it outside, but no, right now it looks like for the time being I got rid of any visible maggots. So that's today. Now I bought a whole bunch of games on the Steam Summer Sale because I had $44 in my wallet. I bought Sniper Elite 4, which I'm really happy about. Jetman Go, some other games. I don't know, I'll probably talk about them in another vlog, since this is getting a little long, kind of we're just going to cut off, but I got another $1.50 I think in my Steam wallet, so I'm going to go buy something cheap, and I put up another CSGO gun that I had that I actually don't really want. It's going for $6, so if that sells I can get another game, hopefully sometime before the sale ends, otherwise I'll just wait for another sale to come up. But anyway, that's what's going on today. Ear feels so much better, thankfully. But yeah, anyway, that was it. I had fun at the Butterfly Conservatory. It's kind of small, but very fun. And yeah, anyway, that's it for today. Interesting day, last couple days. But yeah, see you later.